your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
I mean, you get us into a portal.
Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Watch, she can't fix it. She cannot fix it. I bet she can.
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken.
Oh?
I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions.
That seems irresponsible.
Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking takes time.
Been here for like 500 years.
But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Then why don't you actually be the Archon in Inazuma?
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I have no comments on what you said.
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
You're so strict with yourself.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out what to take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
I can see your reasoning.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
If she could fix that, let the puppet still run Inazuma, no one would have any more problems.
Thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
We've been in here all day.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
You tell Paimon.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
What is it? I wonder if it's drawing closer to Inazuma or to here.
You can fix it, right?
She should be able to, as long as she just tinkers with the Shogun again.
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
So everyone's worked up over nothing. Seems a bit arbitrary.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things.
He looks angry, bro. She has empathy in her eyes. Angry.
Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
You're making excuses.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress with your thoughts about eternity? Watch, she doesn't have any.
Not much.
That's all.
As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
How about we go for a walk? Come with us, get a change of pace. This one kind of sounds like it's passive-aggressive.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
Like I was saying in the other episode. Windows, fresh air, plants, sunlight.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia?
Might do everyone some good. You haven't left in a long time, I bet.
Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
Yes.
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Hmm.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Just show you around and tell you what things.
Of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go.
Weather. Press complete. Where's the Shogun? Um. Why would this? Why, navigate. Yes. Yeah, we just walk. That is pretty. Imagine what this place looks like with shaders on it. It's very pretty. Alright, actually, make it daytime. Yes. Early in the morning, 7 o'clock.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it.
You probably 500 years ago.
The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected. It's the Shogun!
Can you imagine just seeing the ruler of your nation, your country, just walking in the street?
What is the Shogun doing here?
Probably all getting executed or something.
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Yeah.
What did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
It seems like a bit of an overreaction.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
Isn't that what you do all the time? You just sit in your plane and think about eternity.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
No, because that's gonna spare room. The Shogun was here.
It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
Oh.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
Right out of the blue.
People still use more in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yes. Thanks to Russ Lapis. Team Jungie.
Just shiny, just hypnotic.
Hypnotic.
Wait a second.
Of course I do. There is no need for commerce in the plane of refinement. If I ever need something, I just want the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Me, Morax, and Venti are broke.
Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
It's because you're
In front of the almighty Shogun.
have their best behavior on. What are you looking at? Scenery?
selling?
Let's go find
I
out.
don't believe I've ever seen this before.
What is that? Like rice with fish on it. What are you selling?
What's the Shogun doing here?
She
What am
wants
I supposed
food.
to do in this situation? I'm so nervous.
Do what you do with everyone else. Give her food.
Shogun, excuse me.
You didn't even do anything.
It's alright. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today.
Yes.
Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course, I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk and so on.
Alrighty. Basically, he said you can make milk.
You see, I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk.
Strange. I wouldn't drink it.
The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Interesting.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
He was broke.
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different?
She won't cut your head off, that's why.
Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me.
Oh.
But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. I try this drink.
It better be good.
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
I'll beat its time on it.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Nice. She likes it.
But it also feels like eating food.
It also has dango in it, that's why.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
Shogun approved.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Probably not. Just looking at it, across the street, we have people in buildings, and he just has a little shop. Well, we all had humble beginnings, so.
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Most people don't want to try something new, which I find really sad.
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though everyone's tried it before, rates it highly.
It's sad when you think my goal in life is to see discomfort and to learn a bunch of new things.
I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
You are very nervous. Well, I understand why. Chill, take a chill pill.
Ah, I see. Well, let's have the National Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
Oh my, you'd be making bands if she did that, man. I would accept it, like, thank you. Shogun.
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Not for her.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk.
It would. You want another cup?
Oh, I would no, no need. That would be needlessly indulgent.
For sure.
There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time.
Then why did you do that for 500 years?
By the way, Nico mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of... She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Honestly, I don't know where that is. I've never gotten a book from the Gap Publishing House or read it.
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
At least Paimon knows where it is. Where is the Publishing House? Help me get you. Thank you. It's down here. This is the Yai Publishing House? This is the Yai Publishing House. I don't know what I expected, but I thought it'd be more extravagant.
Shogun? Oh, my Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No.
No, not at all. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
Just give her a book to read.
She just wants to browse your books.
The almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes.
Yes. Any recommendations?
I hate to be in this position.
Publishing houses' novels are mostly targeted at the general public.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
A lot.
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Don't be nervous.
Well, okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers.
Okay.
There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form.
Let's get a bundle so we can all read a book.
Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Yes.
Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material?
Probably.
I know every individual word in these books' titles. So, take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilichurl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger.
Only feels like reincarnated as a slime. Someone should make an anime of that. Being reincarnated as a slime.
It's so long.
Yes, it's a novel.
Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating sunsetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
You're gonna have to ask Elon Musk.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
It's imaginary. It's whatever the author wants it to be.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable?
It doesn't have to be. That's why people like non-fiction.
Also,
Or fiction.
I'm very certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
I would read a book about the habits of Philly Charles. I would like to know that instead of murdering them on sight.
I'm starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Too modern, I guess. I would say so.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
Can we actually pick it out?
Alright then. I I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. So, this seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
Maybe for her, but I don't know about you, eh?
Alright, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Yes, we will.
This should be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Okay. Read a reincarnation adventure story. Read a daily life romance story. Read a martial arts story. I'm thinking a martial arts story. I'm not. Now let's go into my terrible settings and lower the settings so it's not as bad. Big oof. Oof. We're going to the lowest. Going to the lowest, bro. Alright. Now it should look better. Less laggy. Be a martial arts story. Life made me a fighter when I want to be a writer. When I just want to be a writer. This book of martial arts story set in Leah, focusing on fighting between different gangs. Tokyo Revengers. The protagonist aspires only to be a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strikes because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. The selling point of the story is that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly assumed to be an inclusive master of one faction or another. Martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all this, all the while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist.
Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Hey, everyone has their own dreams.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
He has an admirable
You
will.
have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
I think so. I mean, I was going to go with this one anyway. I'm not reading this. Hey, listen to this. You actually want us to pick 3 different books from you. That's crazy. You're not even going to participate. Alright, I do not care. I'm skipping all the dialogue.
Was a premise like, Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one.
I didn't think so. I don't care if I know. I picked Read a Daily. Nah, this is boring. 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 I don't care.
The suspense is killing me.
Tell you.
But Paimon can tell this girl is
Surprise happiness. Smash my keyboard.
I'll try to explain them to A.
Recommend. Oh, couldn't see you.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Martial arts story. You relate the story of my life made by a writer.
Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days?
I mean, the last time you saw people in there was probably in the Archon War.
Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice.
Like my boy Goku.
Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
That'd be fun.
He's a victim.
Only you would.
What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
Can we actually, did they actually make a book for this? Because I'll read it. I'll read this book.
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behave foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
Very straightforward. I love it.
He doesn't seem interested in the supporting character at all.
I don't know what to tell you.
So what do you think of Yai Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What
Yeah.
I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma.
Now thinking about it, you imagine all the change, like just that culture shock in her own like country. It's been so long since she's done normal stuff. Must be scary.
I decided to isolate myself in the plain of Euthymia. There was no Yai publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind.
Centuries went by.
In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food
So the edge won't change to that.
I disagree with your point of view.
Why?
That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia.
Yeah, have all the proof you.
But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
So
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. One way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
I would say so.
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better.
Let me reread this because this kind of contradicts the Inazuma art conquest because she did take like everyone's visions, and that did change their lives for the worst. Like losing their admiration. Tepe died, all that. Rest in peace. F in the chat for Tepe.
Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
You were just here to ask for don't mention. No, so.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion.
You should go out more.
I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Whoa, why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! Ace had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
I have PTSD photos.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Don't worry, we'll explain it.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
It's gotta be by, like a palm tree or something. Not a palm tree, a peach tree. Why is this game like here? This is the part.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
You're supposed to stand there, figure it yourself, and look pretty, and then we'll take a picture.
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose.
You won't know what strike means by now.
It makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose?
The photo is a visual representation.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right?
I wouldn't put it like that.
The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems.
The way they explained it, saying,
How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
try graceful and dignified.
Okay, I'll try that.
That works. That works.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
What do you have to say, Anne?
So a photo is a visual representation.
Yes, we have to hurry up and because it took a village. This is a really bad place to take a picture. Look at the camera. Alright, that's fine.
It's a wrap! Here's the photo we took of you.
Man, Palmer, you're loud.
This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me.
It's a photo. So yeah.
But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's not
I
rude.
thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special.
Correct.
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me?
Look at her eyes.
If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Yes, pretty philosophical questions.
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
It's like you and the puppet.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm in.
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
So your existence is a singular.
My existence. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms.
Exactly.
It's not important what form I exist in.
Mm.
The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
Yes.
The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
Mm.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
Right.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am then
I did not mean to skip
how can I
that.
ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Human beings will always be human.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge.
It's crazy.
You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things.
You learn a lot of things every day.
Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember.
Yep.
But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
Correct.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened.
She's going through like a midlife crisis.
Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Refusing to change.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out.
Yes, now you can steer plenty from you and actually rule your country.
And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
That's true. Paimon, you have great experience in this field.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Who's that? Oh,
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, it sounds like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yes, this is. Exactly. Let's go. I don't need stairs.
Hey, Ibe! What's the matter?
That is a nice guitar. Oh,
Ah, it's you. The almighty Shogun.
are you supposed to like bow when you get in front of her? Like, I think it's based off Japan, so I think they would do that in Japan. Like if the shogun appeared in front of you, you would bow.
You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I would like to deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. So we came to see what was going on.
Correct. Are you looking for your master? Judging by what he was saying 5 seconds ago, I think he was.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried.
I think he's fine.
In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible he just found something he likes and lost track of time.
Are you like
Today, I'm particularly nervous.
is that gut feeling that something's about to go down?
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
Well, this isn't a very good look for him.
Tumultuous with the Tenryo Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Doubt it.
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryo Commission is in decline. Plus you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
They were discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
It's been a long time. You should be home.
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere.
Oh
I'm
no.
a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups.
Man must have got jumped or something.
The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have...
Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long.
About got jumped.
I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then...
Something's happening.
But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
I'm the traveler. I have VIP access to everyone on Tibet and under and Konomi. We'll go check things out with the show.
No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations.
But if we have the Shogun with us, they aren't going to say anything.
Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him.
He got jumped.
I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Almighty Shogun. Just call it a show. Oh,
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations.
and if they do, someone's head is going to be decapitated.
Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
This sounds naive. That's commitment right there.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Alright, how far away is it? Why is it not telling me how far away it is? How are we going to get here? Am I as fast as... So I think we got early. I assume it's this place. So Kamisato State. Who's I wonder if I could get I have to. No, I'll say for cousin. Alright, should be somewhere over here. There's a box. No, let's check this out there. This is sketchy. Oh wow, it's a domain. Level 82, who cares? We have the Shogun and the Almighty Chi-Chi. Switch with Shori and Ito. Ito's my main. Yes, it should not be second slot.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
Oof, it looks nice.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Yep.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
We have the Shogun, so he's probably strongest on this continent. Not continent.
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Alright, so we already... Oh! They took away my Shogun. Look at that blade. Look at that. What are her stats? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Decent. C3. Alright. Ooh, I'm soloing with the Shogun. You're not doing anything. Why does my Shorty do more damage than the Shogun? You drop anything? Oh, just traps in here. Alright, let's keep pushing.
Something is not right.
You can eat that. Eat rocks. Almighty Chi-Chi. We'll go one at a time. Ito-Ushi. There you go. Use there. And ow. This game is so laggy sometimes. Why do you have so much health? Not wasting your ults. Watch me get that device. In that box. Who are you? I actually might have to edit this video. Box. Copium. Had nothing good inside. Another box. Big boy.
Let's get down to business. Attaboy!
Best way to fight enemies in Genshin Impact. Or Genshin. Oh, that's the wrong way. Best way to fight enemies. Alright. You go over there. Mosquito. No, we have Shogun. Shogun, you do some damage.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Oh my god. How many opponents are in here? My boy Ethan. $10,000 damage. Boom. Felt that one. It's a gun? Oh. Y'all have to get over here and not get one shot. And he got it. That's amazing. You can be a giant samurai in a second one. Oh my god. You got it. You'll be fine, Sean. I have to edit this video. Really didn't want to. It is what it is. Alright, go sleep. You're all weak. Oh my god. There's more. I don't know what I expected. This isn't on me. Let's see if we can get him off the bridge. Supposed to get off the bridge. There we go. Can I go, please? Did I actually have to kill him? Yeah, I know it's gonna be two big dudes.
Let me try.
Alright, where I wanted you. The electron one first. Ooh, alright. That's enough of that. Dodge it. You were supposed to dodge that, Issa. You were supposed to dodge that. Your folks. GG. Thank you. And he's dead. Ooh, look at that damage. How do you just heal? How do you heal? You'll be fine. Yes, we're trying. One shot. Where are you? I'm hitting nothing.
Go.
Poor you.
Illusion shattered.
Ow. And die. Thank you. Do we get anything from doing that? Elevator. Are we gonna have to fight them? What's going on here?
It's Kujokology!
Ooh. Everyone's about to die. You own the place.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
I heard of some sus activity. Very sus.
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Someone's about to die.
We're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou. Really, worth the Almighty Shogun worrying about.
What happened to your katana? It should not be bent like that.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of road.
Well,
No, it does
there's
not
been
mean
a
it.
lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
He lied to the shogun.
Silence.
Ooh.
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
She isn't even tell them. She isn't even calling them their names. She said descendant.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
You want all the dirt.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Oh, they're just trying to save their skin.
Says who? Why, are you two-faced? You're going back on everything you said.
She's gonna cut your head off, bro.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
That is cool. That is cool.
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
Did you just tell the shogun not to listen to him? Are you ordering the shogun? Says about that.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Oh, she looks angry. She's bored.
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
I forfeit. I forfeit. I'm not fighting.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
Do you know how many visions the Traveler needed to beat her? You don't have a vision, you're dead, bro.
The first commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since.
Big strong.
If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel.
I mean, he's not gonna do it, he's a coward. That bank katana.
Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition?
Man, she's calling him out, bro.
Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
I will be too, but I'm not gonna, not spar her. I know I'm gonna lose, but I'll still spar her. Spar her.
Well...
Coward.
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can
Man, they're dropping bricks.
Does not a single person dare to face...
Jeez. disappointed.
I will challenge you, Almighty Shogun.
Oh, he grew a pair. Wow.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person.
Thanks, Bob Tepe.
I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. Because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
His clan, but even though his clan is trash, at least he's a decent person.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Oh my god.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been.
You know you can't change that, right?
But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan.
Tell him.
Like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform.
Tell him.
Just as the Shogun said, a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword.
You better aspire. You better win after saying all that.
Then end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began.
Tell her, tell her, tell her.
This is my last chance to do something.
Do it, bro. I believe you.
This is patently meaningless.
Kill all the hype and immersion.
But I accept. Come forward.
Oh, are we actually gonna fight it? Or are we just gonna watch? Ooh, cutscene. Oh, he's about to die. I still believe him.
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
The hangar's way too big.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Do it, bro. Ooh. Ooh. Stand up. Stand up. You can do it, bro. I believe in you. Ooh. Stand back up. Oh, a little blood from oilverse. Haven't had that before. Ooh. 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 Oh yeah, he's dead. Well, I don't think she'll kill him. He tried though. He tried. He was doing pretty well. He just wasn't fast enough and didn't have enough footwork. Get up. I believe in you, bro. Grab your sword. Grab the katana. Fight till you can't walking. Fight till you can't swing your blade. Fight it, bro. One last slash. Make it count.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins.
Exactly, bro. He's honorable. He has all of my respect.
Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him.
Yeah, take care of my boy.
You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
Yes, all. Kujo Kamaji is all my respect, bro. All of
I
it.
had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency.
Surprised you didn't do it earlier, eh?
However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being.
You should have just made that his punishment.
In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui's strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment,
Your head's gonna come off.
you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Ooh.
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Quest ain't over. It's been like an hour and 20 minutes. Ooh, box. At least get in the area first. Make sure there's no other boxes around. If you're a pro gamer, you have to do this. Make sure there's no boxes. Make sure you get all the loot. I might just leave this in here. I'm not gonna edit it, so everyone needs to do this. You see that box? If I left, one of God. You gotta check everywhere for everything. Alright, let's move on. Getting all the rewards possible. Oh, that was trash. Oh my god. Alright, let's bounce. I love this game, but I hate it at the same time. Small box. Let's talk to Ace first. First, if you ever wanted to get the full version of this game, always make it sunset. I always love watching this. Let the immersion begin.
When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
She might take offense from that.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
Thought so.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes.
Yeah, the heart of a warrior.
The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name. He has shown me how some things remain the same, even as the world around them changes.
That's deep.
The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
Aw.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
I believe so, right? Didn't she already say that?
Not a chance.
Oof.
Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased.
What's gonna do it then?
After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes.
Yeah, you're the reason Tepe died.
The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies.
Don't offer it to us. Offer it to the people who lost their visions.
I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead.
Will you rule Inazuma directly. I wish she would. I doubt she is.
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time.
Like what Jean-Lee said.
As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is.
Love to hear it. Stay diligent.
This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
It has.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time.
All within one day.
We should get you out again sometime.
Next time we'll bring you some souvenirs. Next time we'll bring you more little trinkets. It's not a 5-year-old.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life.
You could always decorate the plane of Yuzami as looking really bland.
Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company.
You do need the company. You literally said that you're up. You literally said going in the streets of Inazuma that is better than being alone in a plane of Yuzami.
Okay. I'm ready to head back now.
So long, almost like 2 hours?
My
No,
period of
it's not.
solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay.
Okay, see you next time.
So she just left? Why isn't this rendering?
Pretty unexpected. Things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end.
That's true.
The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yaimiko.
I forgot we had that. Straight up, I was about to keep it. That was nice. That was fun. I want to see this box. They actually gave us a free box. Man, I want to go to Japan one day. Let's go talk to Yaniko and I'll be in the video. Alright, so Yaniko. Man, Pammy, your voice is squeaky.
Did you know? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous.
You should have joined us.
What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself.
You would only dare to stay. Me and Miss Shogun enjoyed teasing each other.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't.
What if that was?
Oh, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take.
I believe so.
That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
You really don't have high hopes anything but yourself.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
Indeed. Very good.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
The human heart. Heavenly. Yeah, let's talk about Karia. Not
Take a
Karia,
guess.
Celestia.
Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side.
That's true.
Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does in fact get quite lonely.
Maybe she already did that. She's just a little stubborn. Why are you still here?
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
She also said that she's alone.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her.
Imagine calling yourself a god.
But you don't belong to this world.
That's true.
Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
We're special. Complete. That took a long time. But, ooh, 63 months. But let's find a good place to end off the video. Well, I hope you had a fun time watching me play a story. Maybe we'll see you again later on. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Bye. See you again later. Love you guys.